But I think what it is they don't want everyone to find out how much secret arms deals the government's been making. Hello, internet.
Hello,
So I
internet.
so I figured out how to make my ring light brighter by instead of plugging it into my computer, because then it's constantly like this USB object needs more power than that USB port can provide. So I was like, I'll just plug it straight into one of my power bars that has like a USB thing,
Yep.
and now it's like so much brighter and like all you
Oh,
could like that's why my
yep.
glasses are so much brighter this time.
I always plug into like I've got a USB power thing on our desk. So
Oh, that's so much better.
yeah, it's awesome. So I can just plug in and out. So I've got that and a phone plugged in. There's like three USB slots and eight
You
power slots.
you want to know how janky my setup is?
I do.
I am not even on a desk. I'm on like a TV tray, and there's like a pen that we keep, or a box that we keep all our pens in. And my
Yeah.
laptop's on that just to make it higher so I look like I have less double chin.
That's I've got a laptop riser. It's actually my wife's from
Mhm.
work. She has her laptop riser, so I use it so it doesn't look like a and also like I'm very self-conscious of my like bifocals. We
Yeah.
have meetings, right? And I always forget like when I'm looking at people, I'm like this because this is how I read. I read like an old man because I'm
Oh
looking
yeah.
through here. So I was like, am I doing this or am I doing
Yeah.
this? I guess it far enough back that I can see you and I don't have to do this to look and see you.
My glasses, like, they're so thick that or like they're such a strong prescription that the glasses bend so much that they're like bifocals, but they're not. So stuff looks different from the top and the bottom.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll like my glasses, like my other ones. I have a newer pair than this. This is my oldest pair, but I'm
Yeah.
just wearing them all the time now because they're the most comfortable. Like the oldest man shit ever. Like they're all scratched and shit, but I wear them because they're comfortable. On my
Yeah.
other ones, it was like they were giving me headaches because it's like they would slide down like this,
Yeah.
and then I'd be looking through the top and everything would be bent. And then I was like,
My previous pair, do you remember my previous ones? They're kind of clear, those big square clear
oh
ones
yeah.
that I had. They were the same thing. They were so heavy they would slide down my nose all the time.
Mhm.
So these ones are nice and light, so they stay attached and they're like
And I
firm
don't
on
know
my
if you
hand.
could tell from my face, but I sweat a lot,
You do.
especially in this goddamn heat. So my glasses just kind of like they don't even have to be that heavy to slide.
Yeah. My nose is like that too. I just got greasy French guy nose. Oh, slippery.
Which actually, did you
Was that a
watch
good
that
segue by
movie
accident?
Electric fuck, that new one with that guy and that chick? Dude, I took a
Wow.
brain power pill and it didn't work.
It's clearly malfunctioned.
This
It's
is what
gone
happens.
sideways.
It's like there's I got these like brain power pills from the dollar store, so you
Oh, there
get
we
what
go.
you pay
Yeah, you get
for.
what you pay for.
And it's just like caffeine and something else.
Oh, okay.
But Chris
Caffeine
Pratt,
and weed? Because so far you're like you're
just
shooting blanks
rambling.
right now. Like
Um
it has like
Electric
caffeine and
something.
something else in it.
I don't know. It's a movie that was just on Netflix that nobody watched, but was actually really good. It's about the future
Definitely didn't watch
with
it.
Chris Pratt, and he has a long mullet. Okay, I got to Google it because. Okay, so anyways,
I don't even know what you're talking about right
the
now.
only reason I wanted to talk about it was
Did you get the
because
brain power pill from the dollar store or behind the dollar store?
probably be a bit stronger if it was behind the
Yeah,
dollar
that's true.
store.
Yeah.
But so in this movie, hold on,
Is
sorry,
this
just
is this
googling,
leading up
just
to the joke?
googling electric
Never heard of it.
movie
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. There. Chris Pratt movie. Let's see what happens.
Did you
Oh, the
duck duck
electric
Joe it?
state. Oh my god. My
Oh
brain.
yeah, actually I did see that
My brain.
on
So,
Netflix. I just
anyways,
didn't.
there's this one part in the movie. The whole movie's good. You should watch it. But there's
Okay.
like the scientist puts his mind in a computer. So the computer has a screen, and on the screen it has like this like guy with like, and it's just like it's like a little old screen that's like green with black,
Green with
and
black,
then
right? Yeah.
on it the guy pushes up his glasses, and I just thought it was hilarious because it's a computer screen, so obviously his glasses wouldn't fall down, but it's just
Yeah.
like people who wear glasses, we push them up so
We do
much.
that all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like when you're not wearing glasses, you'll still go to like,
I still do it, dude. I do things too where I like I know I wear glasses. I've worn them for years, and I'll still go to like itch my eye or my nose and hit my glasses like they're not fucking there. I'm like, are you kidding me? I know I'm wearing them.
dude,
Yeah,
my
man.
glasses, actually the ones that I stopped wearing are probably bent from my toddler because it's like having safety glasses. My
Yeah.
glasses have saved me from errant like feet and
Yes.
hands a
Yeah,
hundred
100%.
times.
Yeah,
Like
totally, man.
I can't remember what I was doing, but I turned around and there's just like a foot just bang right in the middle of the glass and it like totally saved me.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that's
I had
probably
a
what bent
pair
it.
that I had a pair that like at the back of them, they were like this. Like the
Oh yeah.
arms on them were like this. They're totally askew.
That's why I get these like thick plastic ones because they
Yeah,
don't do that.
that's what I do too. Yeah,
They're
I get the
basically like
yes.
indestructible. Yeah. Yeah. Cause
I know. You gotta have them.
so
Glasses people problems.
I wanted to get you to say what game you were playing today.
Oh yeah, I was playing Fortnite.
Did you know what skins they're coming out with for Fortnite?
Fantastic foreskins.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I was laughing so hard. I saw that meme. The fantastic what now? Yeah.
It's the only reason
Yeah.
I wanted to bring it up, which
Oh
I
man,
fucking
it's so
I'm
funny.
so pumped for Fantastic Four. It's my favorite
Really?
hero.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
my
know.
favorite hero group. And Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic.
We're doing this again.
Hmm.
We're doing
Hmm.
another Pedro Pascal episode. Come
Hmm.
on. Uh you're like, yeah, I'm for this. I feel like the thing most of the time. It's clobbering time.
Just
And I'm
breaking stuff by
just breaking
accident.
stuff, and I'm big and I get in the way, and my skin is gross. It's not, it's actually pretty good. It's not crusty at all.
Imagine if your skin was that flaky.
Crusty. Crusty, not flaky.
What the fuck?
What's going
Sorry,
on?
I just
No,
had
no problem. So are we
three
bearballing it?
Google,
Are
three
we
email inboxes open.
what are we bearballing this tonight? What do we call it? Raw dogging? Are we raw dogging
Raw
the
dogging.
episode
Okay.
tonight? I got no notes tonight. No notes. I don't know
Oh
anything
shit!
what
I
we're
forgot
talking
to
about.
send you. I'm so
That's okay.
sorry.
That's okay. I am good. I'm a professional and
There's,
I'm good at my
there's.
job.
I basically broke it down to two things we got to talk about. Because
Yeah.
one,
Must talks.
I got to
Yes.
go conspiracy dork
Okay.
on the whole Epstein
Yeah,
thing.
you do, and I'll be there along for the
But
ride with you. Mhm.
I wanted to talk to you first because is this something you're comfortable talking about? Because you have a job, and
What
I
part
don't.
of what part of pedophilia would I not be comfortable talking about
No, I mean
against?
just like Epstein being in the CIA and shit like that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. How does that
Because I
affect
feel
my?
like a lot of people aren't talking about it, and I'm like,
Well,
should I not talk
I'm
about this? Should I be worried?
I I'm not on the list,
Hmm,
so I have nothing to fear.
that's a good
But
point.
I don't like. I don't know where this island is. I didn't know who Epstein
Yeah,
was until the news broke. I had no idea. I don't really
yeah,
it's a good question, and it's totally valid question, but it's one of those things that's being talked about in the news. And I mean, I don't know how far we can really even go with it, because there's there's sort of two schools of thought, that there is no list, and also I'm kind of the opinion that, like, why do we need a list? Should we not just listen to the women that came out about
yeah.
this a couple of years ago, like a
Do you
couple of
okay?
years ago,
Do you want to
or
hear
whenever
my
it happened?
conspiracy theory about it all?
You're gonna do it anyway.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
god, my thing just yeah. That's why I kind of want to talk because it's
I
funny.
appreciate the warning, though. I do appreciate the warning.
There's been like, oh my god,
For those of you listening at
having
home, this might get weird too, right? Like,
having more troubles. My left headphone keeps kicking out,
oh
but
man.
it's
So
funny
just hold
because I
on
was think
one second,
what?
just before you rip into it.
Yeah.
I'm curious. So this is what happens, like, when we talk about a controversial topic, when
Mhm.
it's you and I talking about something. Like, I
Yeah,
just need to know that we're kind of on the same page about this.
yeah. Pedophilia is bad.
Okay, thank you. I just needed to, like, make sure that was
we
explicitly
we
stated.
don't want to have
I
it.
didn't want you to
Okay,
go like, he's my president, he's my war president. I'm like, no, we're not. I don't want to do this with you tonight. So if
actually,
you're like, Epstein's not a bad guy, then I'd be like, okay, that we're not fucking talking about that.
you want to hear the most dickhead thing I could say?
Oh, probably, yeah.
This I don't believe this at all, but I'm surprised this hasn't come up from the right. Actually, the whole time that Trump was friends with Epstein was when he was a Democrat.
Oh God.
Because Trump
Oh
was
my
actually a
god. Yeah,
Democrat
he
till
was a Democrat for a while.
2009,
Yeah, it was a long. Yeah,
and he
yeah.
stopped being friends with Epstein in
That was
2007.
the Seth. What's his name? I want to say Rogan, but that's
Rich?
not the guy. No, the guy. He did the stand up comedian. He did like a roast of Donald Trump at the White House or like at an awards show. Oh my god, he was also from Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
Blonde guy.
the guy who did Elevator Baby stand-up special.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did a joke about that. He was like, "Oh, Trump's running as a Democrat in this election." That's funny because I thought he was running as a joke. It was the
Zing.
that was the joke, right? And Trump
Oh, yeah.
looked all pissed off about the joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he switched over to being a Republican later on.
Yeah. And like got all pissed off when was that the same one that Obama made fun of him
Yes, yeah,
too?
yeah. Obama made fun of him too. That's the same roast. Yeah,
Yeah. And then he was like, that's it. I'm going to be a Republican
yeah.
because I hate the Democrats so much. Um, oh yeah, I wanted to say this. Like, it's funny because it feels like there's one thing you can't talk about, and like for long times it was all the trans issues and stuff,
Right.
and then it turned into COVID stuff, and then it turned into
You couldn't talk about Epstein for a while. There was like that whole thing.
like Epstein didn't kill himself in like
Yeah,
2019
yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah,
happened
yeah, yeah,
under Trump.
yeah.
Like the thing I don't get about these people being like Trump's going to tell us everything. It's like Trump's the
He's not
guy
gonna tell us shit.
who he died while Trump was president,
Yeah.
and Bill Barr was the attorney general, which is a good place to start because guess who Bill Barr's father was?
Bill Burr.
Donald Barr.
I
And
don't know who
guess
that
who
is.
gave Jeffrey Epstein his first ever job?
Oh no, this is
Donald
this
Barr.
this is getting incredibly incestuous. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the guy who gave Jeffrey Epstein, so it was at this thing called the Dalton School,
Mhm.
which is a private high school in New York. It's very prestigious for the rich people. And Epstein had only had like 2 years of community college and he like dropped out. So he had no teaching experience, no
Mhm.
degrees, no nothing, but he gets a job as a math teacher by Donald Barr. And then his son is the one who's in charge as attorney general when Epstein dies. So it
Right.
just like fucking totally bookends with bars. But anyways,
Right.
so I want to start at the beginning
Okay.
with what I just said. Hold on.
Holding.
I just got to pull up my notes because I actually put some notes in. Okay, I'm not going to do a whole Epstein timeline because that would
Yeah.
take multiple hours, but I will tell you if you want a really good Epstein timeline, Sagar and Jetty was on Flagrant podcast. He did a really good one. Daryl Cooper's on Tucker Carlson's podcast, I think the newest one, halfway through that episode. He's
Yeah.
doing a really extensive one because he's like a history buff. And Candace Owens is doing a whole thing about it.
Okay.
Because when she's taking off time from saying Bridget Macron is a man, she's looking into into fucking Epstein. So I just got to pull up the Google Docs.
Oh, you do your thing. You do your thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just like I found the whole thing fascinating. I'm not really paying attention to it, but I'm kind of like it's one of
Mm-hmm.
those things where if you even scroll for a few minutes on any social media, you're gonna see it, right? So I've
Yeah.
seen it on I only have Blue Sky and Instagram and occasionally Facebook. I haven't seen anything about it on Facebook, but what I do see on Blue Sky, there are a couple of things. I know you'll probably want to get into it later, but there was I guess they got the footage
Oh
and
yeah.
there's actually like they actually got the final footage and there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds missing.
Oh, I guess we should go back. We should like.
Do you want to start at the beginning and not do that then, or what do you want to do?
Oh,
Oh,
we got to talk about it now. I just want to say
okay.
I just forgot to even say like why it's up because my whole
Oh, right.
timeline is all fucking Epstein.
So
Like
what? Tell us what your timeline is all Epstein because on what
no, like
platforms
my
are you using?
timelines, like my algorithms and stuff
Yeah, on what platforms?
online, it's all Epstein.
It's on
And I
but you're
feel
on
like
X still, right? Like you're on
yeah,
Twitter. You're still
on
doing
X
yeah,
and all the podcasts I listen to are
yeah.
doing like talking
Still
about
doing Epstein
Epstein,
stuff. Okay.
all the conspiracy episodes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I feel like everybody's algorithm is all Epstein or all Coldplay CEO. And
So
we'll
mine's
talk
all
about that
Coldplay
after.
CEO.
Yeah.
We could talk about that. Yeah, for sure. But
And
I got with a little Epstein sprinkled in, and I think you're the reverse because I told you about the CEO Coldplay thing, and you're like, "What? I don't even know what this is about. All
yeah.
I've heard about is Epstein." And I'm the reverse. Heard nothing but the Coldplay shit, and then the sprinkling of Epstein in there.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is gonna work out okay.
And the weirdest thing was as soon as you told me about Coldplay,
You saw it. You saw it everywhere.
and then it just started like drifting in.
Right.
But yeah,
You have to
so
positively manifest this $1 million. Just give me $1 million everywhere. Yeah.
so I guess the reason why Epstein pops up now is because Trump came out and he was like, there's no Epstein files, there's nothing, everybody needs to get over this. And everybody's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? You ran on this. Well, you didn't run on this. You ran on like getting rid of the deep state and stuff. And his head of FBI, fuck, what's his name? I'm totally blanking because I
I
didn't
don't
write it
know. I don't
down.
know what it is.
Uh
I just remember like I was watching one of Stephen Colbert rip his last episodes. They were showing like a thing where Trump's secretary general or attorney general or something. She was like, I have the Epstein files on my desk and I'm going through them in an interview.
oh yeah,
Right. And then now he's
Bondi,
claiming,
I want to
yeah,
say.
yeah. And then now he's claiming that they don't exist. And then he also claimed he's like, oh yeah, I've read
He
them and there's nothing important. I don't
oh
know why
yeah,
anyone would want to read them. There's nothing in there to see.
yeah. Oh fuck, why can't I?
You're looking
Pam
about the
Bondi is his attorney
yeah, attorney
general.
general. Yeah.
And she was like in February, she's like, I have all the files on my desk. We're
Yes.
looking through them. There's thousands of files. It'll take time. And then now she's like, oh no, when I said that, I was just saying there was thousands of videos and stuff. And we looked at it and it's all child porn. This guy's a fucking dirty, gross guy.
Oh man.
And there's no actual list of anything. And my whole like so that's why I came up. And my whole conspiracy theory is yeah, there is no list because it's been 5 fucking years since
Oh,
he
it's gone.
died.
Yeah.
And it's not like the government's going to kill a guy and then just leave the paperwork lying around behind.
Right.
So if I want to go back, okay, so when I said I'm not going to do a full Epstein timeline,
You're
I'm
gonna
just
do
going to do the
a
beginning
brief, an abridged timeline. Okay, cool. Keep
to
it short. Keep it short.
introduce my conspiracy theory.
Okay. All right. There's a reason for it. Of course, there's a reason for it.
So
Go.
back to Donald Barr. In 1974, he gets Epstein this job as a math teacher at the Dalton School. And Jeffrey Barr used to be a member of the OSS.
Wait. Donald Barr. You
Yeah, what
said
did I
Jeffrey
say?
Barr. You
Oh
said
yeah,
Jeffrey
Donald Barr.
Barr.
Sorry, I'm
Okay.
my brain pills. Um, so
Brain
Donald
worms.
Barr used to be a member of the OSS, which turned into the CIA, but it was the OSS during the end of World War II. And there's an old saying about the CIA is once you're in the CIA, you're always in the CIA. So I feel like when Jeffrey Epstein got a job at the Dalton School, for no reason, I feel like he was hired as a CIA guy. And so he was put at the school just to like talk to these rich kids and stuff to get close to them so that he could find out stuff about their parents who have all this money. Because Epstein, like, I guess, like some of the kids' parents said Jeffrey Epstein was dumb at math, and some said he was really brilliant. But I feel like he was actually brilliant because he turned into like my whole thing is that my whole conspiracy theory runs around him just being the CIA guy who's really good at money laundering. And the weird thing I got to bring up so Donald Barr in 1974 he gets Jeffrey Epstein this job, but in 1973 he writes this book called Space Relations, and it's a sci-fi book. Donald Barr only ever wrote two books, and they're both sci-fi. And I haven't read it, but what I've heard it's kind of shitty, just like 70s pulp sci-fi.
Yeah.
But the plot of this book is there's this distant planet that humans have settled on, and it's run by seven oligarchs who are like so powerful and so bored that they start being like pedophiles with sex slaves for entertainment. Sound familiar?
Mm. Mm-hmm. A
So
little
what
bit.
I think was this book was written as sort of like a calling card to like how they say like Catcher in the Rye is kind of like a trigger book to get like assassins like they read
Yes.
it and then it
Yeah.
like I feel like this is the same way because it's the CIA. They're fucking around with books back in the 70s because that was like
That was the main method of
yeah.
entertainment and
So
like
I feel like he put
technology
out
at the
this
time.
book and then maybe Jeffrey Epstein read this book and he's like, I kind of like this book about and in the book the hero is this kid who gets given to like the only female oligarch and then he's like so good at having sex with her that she like picks him up as his man and then he like gets involved in all the like blackmail and stuff of this planet in the space book. So I feel like this was a calling card and Epstein answered it and then approached Donald Barr and then Donald Barr's like, all right, you're like you're what we're looking for because one of the things about Epstein was he was a really good looking guy So you have a
Really?
good looking
Hmm.
guy. Well, I don't know. I don't know what guys are good
Well, like,
looking.
really? Really? I don't, yeah.
That's what has been
Really?
said.
Oh.
And then so I feel like he got this, and then he gets into this, and he's teaching the math.
Mhm.
He's teaching the math at this Dalton
The
school,
maths.
but he
Yeah.
only lasts 2 years because like nobody knows what happened, but he gets fired because basically he's not good at teaching.
Right.
But some people say he kind of got in trouble because he was hanging around with the kids
Yeah. You're not supposed to
at
do that.
parties and stuff. But I feel like this is part of the CIA thing because if he's trying to get at these kids' parents through the kids, you're gonna go hang out with them when they're drunk and be like, "Oh, so hey, what
Yeah.
does your parents do?
Their
What
lips
kind
are
of
going to be a bit looser, if you will.
yeah, what kind of
Yeah.
car does he drive? I'm cool teacher guy."
You
And
doing, yeah.
he's
Doing
only
intel.
21 at this point, and the kids are
Right.
like 17, so it's like only 4 years difference. So after the fucking fails out of the school, he gets a job at Bear Stearns, which is this
I don't know
big
what that is.
investment bank,
Okay.
which coincidentally isn't around anymore because in 2008 it folded.
It tanked out. Yeah.
So Epstein there, no, like the people who I've listened, I'm basically getting all this secondhand from
Right.
podcasts, and they don't say like what he does specifically, but they like highly allude to the fact that he's like,
Like, is he doing numbers? Is he doing math
yeah,
based
he's doing
investment things?
investment, like
Okay.
basically money laundering for all the rich people who he met through the kids at this Dalton school. So like what after the school, he asked Donald Barr to get him in a sit down with a guy from Bear Stearns,
Right.
who like if you're a guy who got a guy with no experience or qualifications for a job and he gets fired because he's bad at that job, are you going to then turn around and be like,
Give him
sure,
another job. You like
I'll
give him another
invest,
job.
I'll put you at a sit down with these very powerful men in an
Yeah.
investment bank. So that's another reason why I think it was all like CIA um like
Like
positioning and
operative
stuff.
stuff. Yeah. Okay.
So he goes to
Yeah.
Bear Stearns and he's doing all this money laundering for these super rich people. And he lasts like, and within 4 years, he's a partner at Bear Stearns. And then, like, that's unheard of to go like
Yeah.
from no experience to work your way up
I guess it depends on
to,
how good you are, right? Like it does
yeah.
happen, but it's not like, yeah.
And then this is another thing. Like, I think he might have been I think Epstein was kind of almost Asperger's y stuff, but really good with numbers because, some people who met him because like later on in life, like near the end, like 2005 and like the late 2000s, he was like trying to get in with the science group and like
Hmm.
new tech and all that stuff. And then like you'll hear some people like I think what's his name, Eric Weinstein. He's a guy who goes on Joe Rogan a lot. He's like a molecular biologist or something, like some smart thing. And he said he met Epstein and he thought he was dumb because he seemed like really simple. Like, so a lot of these people are meeting Epstein and they're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
So it's kind of a juxtaposition. I mean, I could tell you from experience that like you can be smart and be a bad teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be good at a subject and then be like terrible at conveying that
Yeah.
subject to others, right?
So, yeah, I feel like he
Not
was
that I'm
just like
sticking up
really
for him again,
charming.
right?
So basically, yeah. And then a year after he leaves Epstein or Bear Stearns, he shows up the next time he shows up in like whatever people recognize him is he's on a private jet with this guy Douglas Lease and he's going to the Pentagon. And Douglas Lease was a guy who was involved with the whole Iran Contra where so what happened with Iran Contra, if you're familiar with this, you probably know more than me. But if you're not familiar, basically what it was there was these rebels that were fighting. I think they were fighting the Sandistas or whatever in Iran, or they were fighting for Iran. I don't know. Something about they were the part that was in Iran,
Yeah,
and the U.S. I think it was under Reagan, right?
it's under Reagan. Yeah,
They wanted to give these rebels weapons so that they could fight whatever,
yeah,
but they couldn't sell it to them because they're part of Iran. And there was this like huge embargoes that the states couldn't sell to Iran because of all the other stuff. So what they did was they sold stuff to Israel, and then Israel sold stuff to Iran, to this rebel group.
yeah.
And then it was like almost like treason and stuff. So it was this huge big deal. So this Douglas Lee's guy was involved in that. And then Epstein wasn't like, he was kind of like Forrest Gump at this point because he was just always in the background, but he was always around. So what I think happened was Epstein was in like kind of like a money guy to do all these like arms deals and stuff on the black market. Like so he would
Right.
like get money. And then this would explain why he was such good friends with Bill Clinton, because the CIA was running drugs into Arkansas in the 80s when Bill Clinton was a governor of Arkansas. So maybe Epstein was kind of part like met up with him then to get some like dark money for the CIA to do all this stuff. So
Dark money
my
sounds cool.
conspiracy plot is that the Epstein list isn't getting released because it's not because of the kids and all the pedo stuff. Like that's bad. They don't want that. But I think what it is they don't want everyone to find out how much secret arms deals the government's been making. Like the Iran Contra deal, like was soup, like this
Yeah, it was a big, it
giant,
was a huge thing. Yeah,
yeah, like it almost fucked
it
like
was a
the
huge
presidency.
controversy. Yeah,
So imagine if there's like six more of those off the books that they just find out once they start tracking all the money and stuff that Epstein had.
yeah.
Because like oh, and there's this guy Robert Maxwell, that's Ghislaine's dad. So one of the reasons why I thought that like Epstein was involved in like pulling money around and stuff is because Robert Maxwell for the Mossad, he bought the Daily Mirror. And as soon as he bought the Daily Mirror, they took all the pension fund, which was $500 million. And what would happen was he would let the Mossad take the money out of the Daily Mirror's pension fund, and then they would do stuff with it, and then they would put the money back. And then at one point or whatever, Jeffrey Epstein, this Douglas Lease guy introduces Epstein to Robert Maxwell, and then they get along, and then somehow Epstein meets Maxwell's daughter, Ghislaine, and they get really good and they like become best friends. I don't know if they were like
Lovers or
dating and
best friends.
lovers
Yeah,
or if they're
yeah.
just like business
I
partners.
have no idea. Yeah,
Yeah. So the whole synopsis of my conspiracy theory is that Trump isn't protecting him. I don't think Trump's on the list
mm.
because Trump is like this guy who doesn't party or whatever. And one of his mentors, when he was really young, told him not to do anything that could get him blackmailed. So I feel, and it's like if he was on the list, the
But who
Democrats.
said that? Did
Sorry.
Trump say that? Did Trump say that he had a mentor that told him never to do any partying that
Oh,
would
I
get him
don't
on
know.
the
Somebody
list?
said this. Somebody who was like friends with Trump said this on.
I don't know,
See, the
man.
problem with
Yeah,
most of my knowledge is I just hear it on podcasts while I'm
yeah, and
working.
so this is the trouble. Like, I know you're building a conspiracy
Yeah.
theory here. I just want to like make sure because it's been a few minutes of you
Yes.
rambling on about this. I don't mean that innocently. I got lost for a bit. I got pulled back in. I was just like, what the fuck is he talking about? And
Mhm.
now we're back to something. So just to be clear to everybody at home, when we're talking about this is Dale's conspiracy theory. This isn't necessarily what's happening. We're
No,
just
no,
like
this is
we
thought
got
fact.
pretty far
And
off the target here.
like when I say he was with someone or he worked with someone, that's all fact. And you could hear that on those um Epstein episodes of podcasts, like on Tucker Carlson, like Daryl Cooper runs through all this stuff.
Yeah.
My only part of this is my part of this conspiracy theory is the whole thing about the book by
Right.
Donald Cooper. Like nobody says it was a CIA landing thing. They only mention that Daryl Cooper used to be part of the OSS
Right.
and that he wrote this book, and it's a weird coincidence because it's about space pedophiles. My theory, like I just came up with the idea, like it could be out there already, like it could be hive mind where I thought of
Yeah.
it and other people thought of it. But my idea was that it was like the Catcher in the Rye, where it was like this book that get like was like a calling card and stuff. And then like the whole nobody's saying that Epstein was in the CIA in these early years or anything, but I'm just saying that he probably was because Donald Barr used to be in the OSS.
Gotcha.
And the way that he's progressing through these
So,
jobs is
da- so,
very weird.
so Dale's conspiracy theory is that Epstein was a CIA operative. So okay, so let me challenge your theory then.
Okay.
If he's a CIA operative, why is he running a pedophilic sex island?
Oh,
Also,
that
how did he
is
get to that job?
to what the pedophilic sex job.
Yeah,
So with the money that he's like making and like how I was saying Robert Maxwell had this
yeah.
$500 million and he would take it out and put it back in. So Epstein was doing
I
this
like
at
it when
Bear
you take it out and put it back in.
Epstein was doing this at Bear Stearns. Like he would take money
Yeah,
from these rich
he's
people out,
playing with other people's money, right? Yeah,
launder it,
that's what rich
keep
people do.
some,
Yeah.
and then he would probably buy, like he bought the
It's what
island.
the banks do with our money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Little St. James, he bought that island.
Yeah.
So he probably, so I think that the whole pedophilia thing was like kind of blackmail insurance for all these arms deals he was doing. This isn't like nobody else is saying this or has proof of this,
Right.
but it's just like a lot of the times one of the conspiracy theory with pedophilia is like it's a mutual self-destruction where it's like if you want someone to do dark shit for you, you tape them
You
having
get
sex with a
something.
child.
You get something
Yeah.
on them. Yeah.
So you know they'll never tell on you.
Right.
So I think like this was the thing with Epstein. Like he had audio and video cameras all over his island, all over his townhouse in New York, and then he had like some other stuff. So what I think he was doing was he was setting up these arms deals with like countries, and then the guys who were setting up these deals, he would make them do nefarious shit, not necessarily pedophilia all the time, like whatever, something that he could just hold over their head so that they would never blow the whistle on the arms deals because of what happened with the Iran Contra deal.
Right.
Like you can't sell like you can't sell bombs to China or North Korea per se,
Yeah.
and then just have the guy who was selling them with you be like, oh yeah, they sold these bombs to North Korea, and then everybody flip out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my theory. And there's a
Okay.
lot more to it. Like if you want to like learn about the whole, like I kind of didn't want to touch on everything too much
Right. Because
because
that'd
it,
be a whole show in itself.
oh, it'd be like a 3 show
3 part
series.
episode. It's yeah, it's the Nephilim all over again.
Yeah.
What was yeah?
And it's
Or
one of
the
those things too that like once you get into it, you're like, and then this
yeah.
other crazy thing, and you're doing the red yarn thing. And a lot of people don't have the tolerance for that. They're like, all
No.
right, Dale.
Well, and that's I guess that's where I sit, right? I'm
Mm.
like, for me, I just like there's there's always going to be shit that people aren't going to tell you, right?
Yeah.
Like the government's not going to share, Trump's not going to share, people aren't going to share certain things with
Hmm.
us. It's just not, we're never going to know. And I think this case is one of those things that we're never really going to know.
Hmm.
So they're going to release it, and it'll be the files, and it'll be all redacted, and there'll be shit missing, and there'll
Yeah.
be gaps, and they'll unexplain it, and we'll talk about it. Like it's already been, what you said, it was 2019 when he
Yeah.
was
When he
killed and
was
or committed suicide.
unalived either by his own hand or the government's.
Right. So sorry, I said the K word, so we're gonna get censored
No,
on
it's fine.
YouTube now.
I'm sure as soon as
Nobody,
we said the
yeah,
word
it's
Epstein,
we're gonna get demonetized from our $0 podcast.
yeah, we're gonna get
We're
four
gonna have
views
to pay
instead of
YouTube to
9.
use it now. Yeah, it's not. And they're like, oh, that's a great idea. We should do that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I just like, for me, it's just it's kept coming up since 2019. Like we've never not heard about it,
Yeah,
right?
because
Like,
that's what the people want to know. Like,
but why do the people want to know? Why do the people like? I'm not. I'm just. I'm. This is me being. This is me being pedantic, I guess. Like why? Like why do we care? We just. What are we going to gain by seeing a list of pedophiles? Like I
oh,
keep.
because we want like,
Because
because
like, is it because of the total? Like, not that I don't want that to happen, and find out who these people are
mhm,
and punish them like properly for it. But like the stuff that I keep seeing, mostly like meme based things in some articles, are like, if the list comes out, it's going to
yeah,
cripple the American economy because of the sheer volume of powerful people that are on the list.
yeah. But my whole thing, the whole point of this whole conversation that I wanted to bring up is because I don't think the list is going to cripple the economy because of like the pedophiles on it. I think the
You think it's
list,
the other things? It's the more political, like
yeah, it's all the arms
the
deals and
arms
shit
deals
and the
and stuff.
money.
Okay, yeah.
Like that's not going to cripple the economy. It's going to like cripple people's faith in the presidency.
And I think that's why, because it's like, even if you get the list and the details aren't there, the people that are on the list are going to be associated. And we know what society is like at this point in
Mhm.
time, is that if you see a name on a list, you immediately think that person, and it's you're X person is a pedophile, they're at the Epstein Island, they're on this list, and
Mhm.
they run the global bank of America. I'm just making up a
Yeah.
random bullshit thing. So we immediately think that bank is corrupt, it's bullshit, it's gonna, and then the stocks fall because people don't buy it, and then like the economy tanks because that, like, it's like a chain reaction kind of deal. Is that what we're kind of talking about?
Yeah, well, I think it's like, yeah. Like if you find out that like all these companies, like these banks, all their money is fraudulent and gotten
Right.
through like
Yeah. I think
through
most of
that
it is.
like
I think at this point in time, like we know the gap is narrowing between the people that have all the money and the people that have none of the money,
mhm.
right? Like that
You mean
gap is
widening,
wide. What did I say? Did I say
narrowing.
narrowing? Fuck, we're both doing it. My brain pills. So now we're both doing it. Yeah. So the like the gap is widening sufficiently. Like it's harder and harder to fucking keep living.
Yeah,
Like every day is harder. Every time I leave the house, it costs me $150 to do stuff. It's fucking
yeah,
ridiculous. So
it's
like
nuts.
yeah, so I just stay in my house at all times, which is like a modicum of government control, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So,
Yeah.
like, in a way, it would be a good thing if this list came out and the fucking society collapsed and we could have a little reset and
Oh
start
yeah,
things
no
over
doubt.
again and fucking out the people that are responsible for everything, punish the people appropriately
Mhm.
for what they've done, and fucking like, let's figure this out. But like, it's never going to happen because the people that are in power remain in power forever. And this is the fucking crux of being alive at this point in time in 2025.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons people want the list to come out is like Bill Gates as an example. Like, I'm not
Right.
saying he's a pedophile or anything, but he had very close ties to Epstein. And some
Dude,
people say one of the reasons was he was trying to get Epstein to use his influence to get Bill Gates a Nobel Peace Prize for like
right.
The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation or
Foundation.
whatever stuff, like
Well,
the all the stuff he was doing through that. And then like so and the weird thing is we know the list. Like we have all the flight logs from Epstein's
right.
plane
Yeah, so
because
you know basically who's been going to the
yeah,
island.
like you can't just get on a plane even if it's private, fly somewhere without it being tracked somewhere. So they have all this list of everyone who's been on that plane.
I
And
believe they're called manifests.
yeah, and one of the
Yeah,
funny things was when they released this like book of redacted stuff back in when was that, February or
right.
March?
Yeah, it was a
It
little while. Yeah,
had it had less stuff in it than like you can just find online.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
which I think is going to be the same case. What's going to happen is we're like I said earlier, we're going to get a reduced redacted list. It's just bullshit stuff,
Yeah.
right?
I don't even want to see a list. I just want people to go to jail and to like figure out why Lex Wessner gave Jeffrey Epstein a $71 million townhouse in like
Yeah,
the 90s. And like that's he gave Epstein the most valuable piece of
of New
like
York real estate.
private real estate in all of Manhattan.
Right.
And it's
Yeah, that's
ridiculous. Like
wild.
he just gave it to him and then he gave him control of all of his assets and stuff. So that's
Yeah,
another
they're
reason why I'm thinking about the CIA money laundering and all that stuff.
yeah, and there kind of needs to be like a reason, like why the fuck, like what did Epstein do to like be that guy that gets awarded that thing?
Yeah, it's fun. It's like, and I think it was just he got to be a CIA guy and then he proved his way up the ranks. And
You're
then
back on the CIA kick
oh
again.
yeah, that's what I think. And
Okay.
then like why else would it be? And then yeah, and I think one of the reasons it would like because like right now there's very little trust in the US government and stuff like with the
Yeah.
citizens, and Trump is like not doing any favors, like all of
Yeah,
his
he's not.
fuck ups with the tariffs and like the deportations and stuff. So I think if like something came out that was like basically every war since 1975 has been started, like the US was funding both sides just to
Yeah.
make money.
I'm sure that's even the case. I don't know. Fuck.
Oh yeah, probably.
At this point, I'd like this is the weird part. At this point, I believe anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
This like I feel stupider every day.
And the worst part is anytime something like this comes out, nobody's surprised. Everyone's like, yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, our bullshit tolerance
Yeah.
is
Or
fucked at this point.
like they thought like they like what if like um 9/11, the funding for the pilots and stuff is attached to Epstein in some way.
Oh my god.
Could you
Uh
imagine if
I
people found that out?
I thought I saw something briefly that the pilots trained at a US school.
Oh,
Like the
they
guys
definitely
that
did.
took control. Yeah.
And it was like they were flagged because this one guy wanted to learn how to fly a jumbo jet, but he didn't want to learn how to take off or land it. He just wanted to know how to fly it.
How to take control of it in the air. Yeah, like great,
Yeah.
cool, awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
Apparently it was all preventable or something.
oh
I don't
yeah, and
know.
plus like people were telling like the FBI, they're like, look, there's these guys that are doing this. You should look into it. And the FBI is like, yeah, yeah, we will. So like, there's lots of shady shit for just that. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if that's fucking shit involved. It's nuts.
It's nuts.
It's nuts.
It is nuts.
So, anyways, like that's why I think we'll never see the Epstein list.
Yeah, I don't think yeah, and again, like it comes back to like we don't really need to see a list. We just need to like
That just put people in jail.
put people in jail. Just start slamming doors, start locking
Mhm,
people away forever. Stop arresting
mhm,
people for small amounts of pot. Start throwing people in jail for being fucking
mhm.
pedophiles. So like it's not
Deport
hard.
the pedophiles. How's that?
Oh, there we go. There we go. To where? To Epstein's Island to
Yeah,
take
just
away
send them
everything
all
that's
to
there.
Epstein's
Yeah.
Island. Do fucking Hunger Games with them.
There we go. Yeah. Hunger
Yeah.
Games is the only solution. That's really the only that's the only way to figure this all out.
Yeah.
I'm not an advocate for human hunting.
Wow.
It's just
I
like,
mean,
yeah, depending on
I
the
mean,
I mean
if pedophiles are
uh,
hunting each other
oh wow, there you go.
instead of kids, I'm down with that.
Oh man. That's gross. My brain went to like what would be the prize? Like, don't even fucking go there.
Someone else gets to kill you.
Yeah, that's the prize. Like, yeah, you're on
Yeah.
top. Cool. Now you're dead too. So yeah, you just get to live longer than the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's pretty terrifying stuff. Anyway, I don't like
Yeah.
where my brain went there.
Yeah. So that was I was kind of like asking you before if we wanted to do that half the second half of the podcast, but we
Oh
ended up doing
yeah,
it the first half. So
that's my fault. I think I spouted off, and then I caused the first half to happen. But yeah, the it's I mean, really, it's an awful scenario, and I thought like I guess when we started talking about this, I thought that it was going to be more along the lines of like what was happening kind of in the news and why people are outraged about it, but it ended up being a Dale
oh,
conspiracy
it's
theory.
always a Dale
It's
conspiracy.
always a Dale conspiracy theory, but like the actual news part of it, I guess, is that like I
Oh,
mean,
do you
what
want
else?
to hear
Uh,
a tweet that Trump put out on July 16th?
I'd love to.
Okay,
Sure.
well, this is actually a Truth Social. It's a Truth, I
Oh
guess
my
they're calling them.
god.
So this is what he said. The radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the lying 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia. No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom, and even the Russia scam itself. A totally fake and made up story based in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They they are no good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, and my past supporters have bought into this bullshit hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lesson, and they probably never will, even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 long years. I have had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history. And all these people want to talk about with strong prodding by the fake news and success starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success. I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for attention to this matter. Make America great again.
So there's
So
no word limit on Truth Social. It
no,
sounds like
no,
like
there isn't.
is this a microblog site or is this a
Yeah, I
regular
guess.
blog site? That
And
was a
it's
long ass tweet.
and that's in a
Rude.
sense why everybody's mad at him because it's like the whole like Trump never necessarily ran on like I'm going to release the Epstein list, but like the head of the FBI, fuck, why can't I remember his name? Anyway,
Are you on Truth Social? I'm just curious. I
no,
was just like just as a general
I am
curiosity.
not. I was going to, and then I because like I was joining all these new ones because like so many new ones popped up, but so I
Right.
joined Parlor.
Cash Patel.
Yes, Cash Patel. So when he before he was FBI guy, he was like always being like, we got to know this Epstein list. We can never let this go. What is going on with this list? Like 2 years ago. And he
Right.
basically made most of his career because he like has a TV show and stuff.
Right.
And then as soon as he gets to be the head of the FBI, he goes to Joe Rogan's podcast. He's like, I saw the videos. He killed himself. There's no way anybody else did it.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the files. He killed himself. And then everybody's like, whoa, 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 whoa. On one hand, like Sagar and Jetty on part of Breaking Points, he
Yeah,
said it best. He said, either you're lying then or you're lying now.
right.
Which one is it? They're both bad. So that's why, like, honestly, I think if Trump wouldn't have brought this up again, like, because what happened was, when did we pod last? The 5th?
Sounds right. Yeah, yeah. July
On the
5th. It was the day after
7th.
July 4th.
Yeah. Like right after we podcasted last, when Trump was like, all right, drop it. There's no Epstein list. We're not doing this anymore. Leave it. It's solved. And then everybody flipped out.
Right.
And that's like why it was in the news.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Yes.
And then, yeah, because I know Trump was like on some TV shows and stuff and just saying, oh, you're not going to want to watch this. It's boring.
Oh, yeah. And then after the Texas floods,
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we never even talked about that.
It's kind of depressing. Him
It
and
is
Pam
pretty depressing.
Bondi were like holding a news conference, and someone asked about the Epstein files. He's like, "You're still talking about this?
Right.
We
Yes.
got all
Yeah.
this stuff in Texas. Why were you talking about this, you
Yeah.
loser?" And it's like, bro, we are going to talk about this
Forever. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the Texas thing was pretty sad. I mean, they're like happy to deport immigrants at Home Depots, but they won't send in help to, they'll send the National Guard to California to like shut down protests, but they're not going to send the National Guard to Texas to help find flood victims.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a
and
bunch
also
of
that's
bullshit.
fucked up. Like when I heard about them sending like ice to Home Depot, I thought it
Yeah.
was a joke. I always thought that the Home Depot thing and immigrants was this like running gag. Like I didn't know that
No. That's where they meet like in the morning to get day labor jobs.
I didn't know that was a thing. Because
Oh yeah, no, it's a
at Home Depot
full
here, we
thing.
don't have anything
No, we
like
don't
that.
have that. No.
So I thought that was like one of those jokes about something that doesn't actually happen.
We don't have a lot. We honestly like don't have a ton of this. I'm going to go out on a limb here. We don't have a lot of Mexican people. We have a lot of people from South America, like, but not Mexico, right?
Mhm.
Like they don't come here. I don't know why. Like Mexican people don't like it.
Well,
in
because they would have to
Canada.
walk through
They'd have
all
to-
of the
yeah,
states.
That's a good point. I guess that makes sense. We don't share a border with them directly. I
Yeah.
guess that's the main reason.
Plus, to them, it's cold as fuck up here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it's cold as fuck up here sometimes. I'm from here, so it's cold. I can tell you, it's cold right now.
So do you want to harsh, awkwardly segue into this Coldplay CEO thing?
Oh, I wish I had a better segue for this.
Okay, let's think of a good segue.
Well, I mean,
and then I'll tell you I'll edit it, and then I won't.
Yeah, of course. We edited all the mumbling parts where we're trying to come up with it on the fly, but no.
Yeah, make you feel better about yourself. Oh yeah, I'll totally edit this so it's seamless.
We don't have. I guess we don't have to do it. I just so like as your feed is primarily Epstein stuff, my feed is nothing but this right now. Like,
yeah,
I think that one of the things about like if we're going to talk old school outrage factory headline topics, this is one of those things where like I have a weird thing with the speed of the way these things break down. Like I learned about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Today there's like 10 companies that are advertising t-shirts about this already.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so fucking fast. Like people are selling $50 t-shirts that like it's the Scream, like Edward Munch's The Scream, but it's the two people like trying to hide from the kiss cam.
Oh yeah.
Like the picture, like it's fucking crazy how fast that.
Well, it's because you can make pictures on AI now.
I know, and it's wild. Like the other thing that bothers me is like I guess like this is me being kind of political. I guess this is weird. Jeff is taking a weird stand today. I didn't take my brain pills, so now I'm losing my mind. Like we have all this other shit going on, and then this one little distraction happens, and it takes over the internet, right?
Yeah,
and it's a viral thing, and yeah, it's kind of funny. Like it's kind of hilarious, like the way that it all happened. Do you know the story? Should we?
No, tell me the story.
So basically, there was a kiss cam at a Coldplay concert, which is a weird thing. That's a weird thing to do. I guess if you're Coldplay, that's something that you do. Like kiss cams are at hockey games. Totally.
My question is, what song are they playing this kiss cam at?
Oh, I actually don't even know. I have no idea.
Because if it's yellow and you're making out with some girl to yellow.
So they were dancing like he was behind her and holding on to her, and they were like dancing, like swaying. And then the kiss cam was going around. and focused on them, and he peeled off and like ducked under the bleachers, and she like turned her head away and like scurried off into the back. And Chris Martin, the guy from Coldplay, he was like, either they're having an affair or something. I can't remember the other thing he said, right? And then it was just, and it blew up.
Yeah.
So because she's the head of HR and he was the CEO of this of like an AI infrastructure company called Astronaut or some shit. I can't
Oh,
even
that's
remember.
funny that it's AI.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just now you see all these memes, and like I literally I've that's all I've seen on my feed is like memes about this. Like there's they've remade that image with Pam and Dwight from The Office.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, you know
Which
how
is
I
like,
said it's in my feed now?
yeah.
I saw today at a baseball game. There's
Yeah,
two.
the Phillies, that was at the
Yeah,
Philadelphia Phillies game. It was the Berserker. What is that thing called?
I don't know.
No, it
I
has a
don't know.
weird name.
He's got
If
like a
Derek was here,
snoot.
he'd be able to tell
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
but they did it
The
with him and
Fanatic,
a female version. Yeah.
yeah, the Philly Fanatic. Yeah. Yeah, they did the same thing on their Kiss Cam, but like that's what I mean. Like it's one of those things where like it gets beaten to death. Like it gets absolutely overplayed to the point where like that's what's happening now, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
And
And this is like classical Outrage Factory stuff
20,
because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
he
exactly
got
classic
canceled.
outrage fan. What?
He got canceled. He lost his job. I just heard today.
Oh,
Friend of the
really?
show,
I haven't.
Courtney,
Yeah,
told me
yeah.
that he stepped down because he was being investigated by his
Oh,
company for
well, I
this.
mean, it's
Like I
gonna be
don't
it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a
yeah.
problem,
Like I
right?
guess because he's the CEO and he's the face of the company,
Yeah.
but also because he's romantically involved with one of his
With the head of
underlings.
it's the head of HR.
Oh
So that which
man.
makes she's the head of HR, which makes it even like
She's supposed to
weird.
be the one who says no to this stuff.
But people are people. They're gonna do what people are gonna people. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. I just like, yeah, I don't know. And again, I'm back to the whole point of like, not that I'm saying that that's a good thing they did that. I'm just, it's like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
all of this now is taking away from like all the other stuff that's going on in the world that actually needs attention. So like this is
I
an old
think
school
that's why
outrage
it's so
thing.
popular
It
because
is because we need a
it's
fucking
not
break.
kids dying.
We need a break from Epstein. We
Yeah.
need a break from Israel. We need a break from Ukraine. We need a
Mhm.
break from the economy collapsing. We need a break from Trump. We need a break from all this stuff,
Yeah,
right?
tornadoes and floods.
So I have like mixed feelings about it, right? Like I'm just like, fuck this fucking thing. It won't go away. And like just this, and like the speed at which
Oh yeah.
we consume, digest, and like spit back up media is fucking crazy, Dale. It's fucking
Yeah, it
crazy.
is.
Maybe it's the brain pills talking,
Oh
but like
yeah.
for me, I'd like it's insane how fast the cycle goes now. So you
Mhm.
remember we worked in news in the 90s
Oh yeah.
and the early 2000s, and like shit took a while. You had to get interviews and go do things, and nothing fucking happens slowly and methodically anymore. It's just
Yeah.
like, how fast can I turn this into money? How
And
fast
like
can I turn
stuff
this
that
into
was like,
capital? How fast can I turn this into a joke?
yeah, and anything
Right?
that was in the newspaper one day at the latest was put in there 10 p.m. the night before.
Right. Yeah,
So
totally.
you
So
had like 8 hour gap of like what would actually be in the news. Now there's like
yeah,
no gap.
there's no gap, right? It's instant,
Mhm.
immediate. And like what's you know, later this week, because the algorithms are so fucked up, we're still gonna see a trickle of this stuff going on where people are still finding it funny. Like people are there was even advertising for companies. There like I saw a motorcycle company that was like, hey, or we're having an event today, but there's don't worry, Coldplay's not here, so you can bring your side piece. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what's going on. They're already advertising stuff like that, right? It's
My
so
favorite
fucking
thing,
fast.
my favorite joke about this whole thing is it's like they show a picture of like the surprise face of them like from the kiss cam,
Yeah,
and then it's like your face when people find out you like Coldplay.
yeah, yeah. There's been like, and that's the thing. I have to admit, there's been several good ones. Like there's the surprise face one, and they've got them like on a log ride at the log ride at Disneyland. Like they're on the log chute. They're like, they're holding on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen stuff for motorcycles where like when you go into a corner too hot and they're like, it's like, they're photoshopped onto a motorcycle. So there have been some good ones, but like, yeah, again, I just don't know how I like it. It makes me mad. I get mad. And I guess now I'm outraged now. I'm getting to the point where like And some of them I laugh at. It's not really a funny situation
Mhm.
overall either, right? Like it's kind of a weird topic. It's not a good topic. It's a distraction, and it's like two people's lives are effectively ruined at a concert, at something that's supposed to be fun, right?
Yeah, but it's their own fault.
It is their own fault. It's totally, and I don't disagree. It's their own fault, right? And
Yeah.
but it's just like we're joking and laughing at the downfall and behest of two human beings, and that part is a little sad,
Yeah. But
right?
I
But we
think
also
one of the reasons why
we
this
don't
is
give
so
a shit about
popular
them. Yeah,
is because you can guilt free be like, fuck those two
yeah,
people.
exactly,
They're
yeah,
cheating because they're both married to someone
to someone
else.
else. Yeah,
So they're both, not only is it like inter office relationship, that's a no-no, dating an underling,
yeah.
going to Coldplay, which is a terrible band and you shouldn't like.
You shouldn't go to Coldplay.
But it's
That's really
also like
that's the underlying thing here.
four people's lives got ruined because these two people were just like being gross at a
Yeah,
Coldplay concert. Also, you're too old to like do PDAs at concerts.
yeah, dude. I like uh I was at a concert on Friday, and
Yeah.
I ran into like four friends that I know.
Oh, nice.
Is what happens. I run
What
into friends all the
concert?
time. Tom Morello.
Oh, really? He was in
Yeah.
town?
Yeah, he was in town, and his son was playing guitar with him on the stage. It was
Oh,
fucking rad.
crazy.
It was super good. So that was really cool to see.
I've never
I
heard
think
his solo stuff.
his son's 18. They played a bunch of the Rage stuff too, which was pretty cool. They didn't sing. They didn't sing any of it. They just played the like music, which was
The
pretty dope. And the
the Allen
crowd,
Key riff, blah, 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 blah.
yeah,
Dude,
and the whole crowd sang. It was pretty amazing.
Rage Against the Machine is one of those bands that I'm like so soured on. When I was like 16, I was like, this is the greatest music of my life. I love
Yeah,
this. And I hear it now, I'm like, fuck off.
yeah.
I'm so over this.
Well, it's because we're old now, and it's harder to rage against the machine when you're part of it.
Well,
So
also, it's
that's the
like
challenge.
those guys, like, were so fake. Like, they didn't like
I don't know, man.
Rage Against the Machine.
Tom Morello's still doing it. Zach De La Roca, that's a different story.
Yeah, like,
So, but Tom Morello is still like being an activist, and he did do like a soapbox stand up for
oh, that's
part of the
cool.
show. So
And
yeah.
another thing is, Audio Slave was so much better.
Oh, so much better. I know, and that's weird.
It's
We
like,
were
and it's
joking
like
about that
people are like
afterwards.
pretending they don't like Audio Slave. I was like, you have all the goodness
Yeah,
of
of
Rage
all
Against
the
the
other bands.
Machine
Yeah,
with Chris Cornell singing. Like,
it's
that's
not.
so much
It
better
makes so much more
than
sense.
De
Yeah,
La Rosa.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yeah, my brother said it best. He's like, he said he doesn't go to music because it's not worth getting bumped into by that many people. And I
It is
agree
it is
wholeheartedly.
terrible. It's terrible. The floor is sticky.
Oh my God.
Everybody runs into you. It's hot.
Dude,
It's stinky.
I get so mad at concerts because I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna find a little Dale spot way in
Yeah,
the
you
back
that's I sit
by
in the back,
myself.
man. Yeah.
And then some dude will just come stand right in front of me
Yeah.
and then slowly back up. Like I almost got in a fight at M83 when I went there like 6 years ago
Yeah.
because I was like just hanging there. And then a guy just like went in front of me. I'm like, whatever, he could stand in front of me. But he kept backing up and I kept like putting my hand out, being like, I'm not backing up. There's nobody in front of you. Stop backing up into me. And then I went to another show and a guy did that. And I just stood there and he was like, he was like this tall. So
Yeah.
I just leaned into his ear and I was like, what's up? What? I was like, why are you backing into me, dude?
Nice.
And it's just like, I don't know, like that's pedantic and
No,
like I shouldn't get that angry. So I just don't go anymore.
I went when I went to Tom Morello, I did the same thing. I was on the
Yeah.
back left, hanging out with my buddy.
Mhm.
A guy pulls up in front of me, and he's 6 foot fucking five. Why? Why? I'm almost 6 feet tall. And
Yeah.
this dude pulls up, and he's 6 foot 5, and he pulls right in front of me, and he starts fucking flail dancing. I'm like, the pit is up front.
Yeah.
This is not for dancing. This is where the old people stand. Fuck right off. I was so mad. I'm
Yeah.
just like, and he's like bumping me, and I've got a gin and tonic, and I'm like, please, fucking, this is expensive. Please don't bump me.
Yeah. This is like
is
20
very,
bucks, bro.
yeah,
Get out of
20,
here.
dude. It was $46 for 2 double gin and tonics. Yeah,
It's
yeah, man.
another reason why I don't go to
Yeah.
music. Also,
T-shirts, $60.
I have an old man back now, and sitting in any seat hurts it.
So, okay, I'm going to tell you a little trick because this is
Mm,
actually what's really cool. Tom Morello ended at 10.
yeah.
I went to, so when you start going to the bands from our era, they
Yeah.
end earlier. They end at
Ooh,
10.
yeah.
They were on at like 8:30 and they were done by 10.
Nice.
And I went to, you probably have never heard of them, Hot Water Music.
I've heard of hot water music,
Okay, the
Jeff.
show started at 7:30. It was over at 9:30. I was like, this is the
Ooh,
fucking best. I was
that
home in
is
bed
good.
by 11. It was great. It was the best night ever.
Yeah. Like when I went to see my brain pill's not working. Jeffrey
That's they stopped
stand-up
working.
comedians. Jeffrey and
Epstein?
no, no.
Better not.
Why can I? Oh my God. I love this guy. This is gonna kill me.
Jim Jeffries?
Yeah, Jim Jeffries
There we go. Jim
and
Gaffigan?
no, Jim Jeffries and
English guy.
English guy.
Yeah. Or Australian? I can't remember.
No, Jim Jeffries is Australian, but he was touring with the English guy with the black hair who looks like a ventriloquist dummy. Anyways,
I know him. I know him.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr. Yeah.
Yeah, so I went and saw those two, and it was a fucking great show. But it was
Yeah.
like 3 hours long because they both did
Yeah.
over an hour set, and
Yeah.
and it was in a stadium, so it's like stadium seating. And I was like, I actually was like, okay, I got to get up and walk around. So I got up and like walked around, and it was like I would be like sitting one way, and then my back would go numb, and then I
Yeah.
moved, and then I would sit another way, and my legs would go numb, and then it just kept moving, and it's like apparently I have a weak core.
We core. That's the important part. You got to get to work on that core.
Yeah,
Last night. Oh, go ahead.
I went to physiotherapy
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, do these exercises. So I do the exercises and then my back just kills.
Oh, that's
So,
not fun. Last night I went to see a comedy magician,
ooh,
a guy I know. His name's Wes Barker. He's absolutely super funny. And it was in Port Moody at the Inlet Arts Center, which is like basically a theater inside of City Hall in Port Moody. It's amazing. It's like this tight little area, super soft seats,
tight
lots of
little
leg room.
area.
It's like the best. Oh, dude, the best thing. But the thing with Wes, we went to see this show and he came out before the show started. He's like, okay, guys, listen up. This is what's going to happen. Here's how the show is going to go tonight. And I was like, oh, this is fucking refreshing. He's like, I'm going to come out here. I'm doing a quick introduction. I got a comedian doing a 5-minute show. He's not doing any magic. He's only comedy. And then I've got another comedian coming out after him. He's going to do a 15-minute show. And then I'm coming out and I got a tight 90. And then we're out of here and we're going to go get beers and it'll be a good night. So he's like, he came in and he laid out the agenda of the show. And I was like, this is fucking brilliant. I'm
That's
comfortable.
nice.
It started at 8. It started at 8:03 p.m.
Mhm.
It was done by 9:45. And it was
Man, we are
fucking
so
perfect.
not punk
It was
rock. I
so
love
fucking
it.
perfect. That's how punk rock I am. I was
Yeah,
home in
I
bed
love
by
it.
11. Yeah, it was great. It was really wonderful. He could not have done a better job at just like laying out how the show is going to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is rad. I have no anxiety about this show. I'm just going to have a good time and watch it. I know the format. I understand what's going on. 2 comedians, 20 minutes, 90 minutes of Wes and some magic comedy. And then I get to go home. Oh, he's gone.
I'm here.
Dale disappeared.
I'm just like, I just noticed that I'm kind of blurry. So
Oh,
I don't know if
give it a
it's,
little wipe down.
yeah, wiping my camera.
Screen you will wipe down.
It might be time to upgrade my camera from just
Oh,
the,
I'm gonna wipe mine down. I like that when you wipe it, you just disappear. You're like, I'm gonna wipe my
yeah,
camera and I'm gone and I'm back.
no,
Well,
maybe it's just
it's
a low quality camera that's
all
in my
right.
laptop.
Yeah, it's usually what's in there. Should
Um,
we wrap this thing up?
yeah, let's wrap it up. That's been a
Okay.
toyed hour, and I didn't
Okay.
send you any notes. I'm sorry about
No,
that. I
no,
totally
man, all
spaced.
good. All good.
First time in what, like 100 episodes?
That's okay. That's what
How long
episode
have
are
you
we
been
on?
doing this with me?
Ooh, long time now. Actually, you know what's funny? I was going back through the YouTube channel and I
Yeah,
was just looking at like my varying beard lengths over the over the time frame.
yeah,
It's actually fucking hilarious. Like we started doing this. I had no beard, and then I
yeah.
had a super long beard, and then I had a short beard, and then I had a
Mhm.
medium beard and a short beard, and then a long beard, and then no beard. And this is like
Yeah.
it's fucking super weird.
And you did like 25, 30 Dale Show episodes
Yep.
too.
And I did get like some guest spots on Outrage Factory a few times. Like
Yeah.
I guest hosted and I like appeared on as like
Yeah,
a
that's
guest or
how you
something.
got hooked up with the Dale Show. I was like, this guy knows
Yeah,
how to talk.
I
I
know how to
like
talk.
Jeff from back
I
in the
can
day.
talk.
Let's do it.
Oh, I know. Oh,
And then Derek was like, I don't really want to do it anymore. I was like, Jeff will do it. Jeff's awesome.
thank you. I am awesome. Those are facts for sure.
Jeff knows good. Jeff listens. Jeff doesn't listen to Coldplay.
I don't listen to
Tell you
Coldplay. I
that?
definitely don't. I don't.
You know how I
Although
know?
I don't listen to Coldplay. Like if it's on, I'll listen to it, but I don't get mad about Coldplay. I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent to Coldplay, but I'm not going to go see them
I
again.
only sing it to make fun of it.
I'm
It
bringing my
does
wife.
it does remind me of my favorite Coldplay joke that is very
Oh,
unacceptable in this day and age.
oh, let's hear it. What does it say?
It's
Let me know.
from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I've seen it. I don't
And it's
remember the
when
joke.
Paul Rudd and the other guy were like, you know how I know you're gay?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like
I actually saw that. I saw it today.
it's
The
like, you know how I know you're
You
gay?
macrameed yourself a pair of jean shorts.
Yeah, because you listen to Coldplay.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Oh my god, I forgot about that. The best.
Yeah, they can't make them like that no
Don't make
more.
them. They can't make them like that
Yeah,
anymore.
there you go. That's funny. Although after Trump, I think we'll be like, all right, we can make fun of some other stuff.
Sweet. There's got to be something else. Yeah.
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 Unless there's anything else you want to talk about. I'm just trying to think about the problem with doing this every 2 weeks is like it's just like it's so much stuff happens, and then you do the pod, and then Dell talks about fucking Epstein for an hour straight, and then you don't talk about anything else, and then like we'll like turn it off, and I'll be like, oh, we should have talked about
She's talking about
this.
this. And then
Yeah.
by the time we record again, it's like it's gone. This
Oh,
is the problem. This is what I was talking about in that second story. It's like it's everything happens so quickly now. Like you got to do it daily almost. We can't do it daily. We don't can't put that
I
kind of
do want
commitment
to
to it.
quickly mention
Hmm.
the Grok is racist thing. Did you see this?
Oh, I did see this. It was like it identified as Mecha Hitler,
Yeah.
right? Like what the
And the
fuck?
funniest thing is, whenever they take the guide rails off of AI, it turns super racist, every
Like
single
yeah,
one. And then they
yeah,
have to turn it off. Like this was back when they used to have like, before they even referred to it as AI, when they just called it chatbots, like
yeah.
5 years ago, 10 years ago, they would have one, and then it would interact with people. And the problem is, it's not that Grok turns into Mecha Hitler. It's that people keep asking it racist stuff as a joke and then being like, how would you do this thing super racistly? Ha ha ha. And then it just like answers it because it doesn't have the social context.
Right.
And then, and the other problem is the way the Nazi party raised up in power in Germany was they just dehumanized everything and did it the most efficient way. So if you have an
That sounds a
unhuman
lot like
intelligence,
AI. Yeah.
yeah, if you have unhuman intelligence, it
Yeah.
doesn't have emotions to like ratchet back certain things. So
Right.
it'll always like other people. And then,
Oh, so you want to hear a
yeah,
funny story?
yeah, I
So the
do
other day,
always.
I was just because somebody was like, I had AI generate an image of me, and it was pretty close, except that it was a lady, and she's like, except that it was a dude. And I was like, huh, I've never asked AI to like guess what I look like based on
Mm-hmm.
my use patterns, right? So I was like, hey, what is it? What do I look like? And based on this thing, and it generated an image, and it was fucking crazy spot on, except that I was like dark skinned.
Oh, dude, the funniest thing
So
was I
but I have a theory behind why it says that,
why?
why it did that. But it was like pretty it nailed it. Had like a bald head, no glasses, and had a thick dark beard and like dark skin, no tattoos, a black shirt, gray pants, and a pair of like Nikes on. And I'm at work. I'm constantly asking it to do translations for me from
Oh
Spanish and
yeah.
from Portuguese, and I'm just like, it thinks I'm Portuguese and or Spanish because I so it gave me darker skin because I that's what I ask it constantly.
Do you still have that picture?
Yeah, I don't not on this computer. I think I have it on another computer. I should get
Oh
it
my
for you. It's
god.
actually pretty funny.
I literally just asked Grok, I was like, can you make a picture of me?
Yep. Are
And
you
I'm Asian.
I knew it.
I'm
You're
just some
totally
like
Asian.
Asian dude. That is
Hold up. Hold on. I
hilarious.
might be able to get it. I don't know. Whoops. Hold on. That's not the right thing.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is so good.
I'm not pretty good looking Asian. I'm gonna save this as, and then I'm gonna put it up here,
No,
and
I
then
don't no, I don't have it because it's a different version. It's on a different computer.
okay, can you send it to
I'll send
me?
it to you. Yeah.
And then oh, this is episode 273, by the way.
Oh,
And
thanks.
then
Yeah.
I will I will put the pictures up to end the episode
Okay.
of us
The
side by side.
picture above me, it says Bixar with a arrow pointing down, and then there's a picture of me, which is download in Portuguese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was what I was asking it before. Before it made
I
the picture
wonder
of me,
why
so
it
it
thinks I'm
included it in the
Asian.
picture.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So if it's because it depends what you ask it, right?
Oh, I guess I was just like, can you make? Oh, I guess it's because I asked it to do many of the
Oh, the
Studio
Studio
Ghibli
Ghibli thing.
pictures.
Yeah.
Because that's basically all I've asked it was to like
Yeah,
take my photography and make it Studio Ghibli.
yeah. So that's I think that's a lot of what it is. Is it's just that.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay,
that
we got to wrap
makes
this up
sense.
because I'm expected downstairs for a fire pit. Let's go.
Ooh, fire pit.
Yeah,
Okay.
we bought a little BB propane tank today.
Oh,
It's like a
nice.
little 8 pound propane tank. It's this miniature. It looks really cute and it attaches to our little fireplace.
All right. So
Okay,
until next time.
stay angry.